Hey guys, today we're going to take a look at how you can set fixed locations for product variants. There's a little bit of difference. You need to change some stuff in the location directive, so we'll take a look at that and how that can work for you. Okay, so let's go ahead and dive in and take a look at the example. All right, so what I've got here is I've just created an item, a T-shirt, and if we look at the product variants that I've created for it, we have small, medium, large, and extra large. Okay, so that's the item that we're going to be using today is this 7832 t-shirt. So let's go ahead and take a look at the fixed locations for it. So where I'm going to go is warehouse management, and then I'm going to go underneath setup, warehouse, and then fixed locations. So if you've ever looked in here, you've probably used the one that's products here before. So there's my 7832, and I've got it going to pick one. So right now I'm not specifying any sort of product variant. So this would be just the product if because we can actually choose whether or not we want all the products and variants to go in the same fixed location or if we want separate fixed locations by variant. We're going to control that through the location directive. Okay. So if we come back to the screen and we take a look at the product variants tab here, notice that I've got the four variants added here. I've got small, medium, large, and extra large. And each one of these is going to a different location. So I've got pick 2, pick 3, pick 4, and pick 5. Okay. So just as a recap, the main item, the product master item, the 7832 item is going to location pick 1. And then the small goes to pick 2, medium goes to pick 3, large goes to pick 4, and extra large goes to pick 5. Okay. So the next piece of setup that we need to take a look at is we need to take a look at the location directives. That's what's going to control which of these we use. Do we use the product fixed location or the product variant fixed location? Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look back in the system here. So if we go back underneath warehouse management and then we go to setup and then location directives, I'm going to set this up just for the purchasing today. For example, we're going to look at purchasing. But no, you'd need to do the same sort of thing for any location directive where you're picking basically a product variant. Okay. So if I'm going to flip my work order type to purchase orders, and I'm going to be working in warehouse 24 today. So if we take a look down here, I've got in my location directive actions, I've added a couple of actions here, right? So I've got a fixed location rule, which we've used before, which is the only fixed locations for the product. And then my second rule is a pick fixed locations for the product variant, right? So this is a new rule that we're going to take a look at here. Now the way this is currently set up is that it's going to, if it's defined at the product level, it's going to use that location. If it's not defined at the product location, then it'll go down to the next rule and it's going to look for a product variant location. Okay, so we're going to flip this around in our examples, but we're going to start with this. Okay, so just know that anything we receive at this point, it should go to that pick 1 location because we have the item defined at the product level, the fixed location defined at the product level. Okay, so let's go ahead and take a look at that in receiving here. So what I want to do here first is I'm going to go and let's take a look at the purchase order first. So I'm going to go into procurement and sourcing and all purchase orders. Okay, so we'll take a look at this PO 100 here. And this should be the one that I created. So here's our items with our 4 variants here. So I've just got a small, medium, large, extra large for 10 of each. Okay. So if we go ahead and flip over to the mobile device, we'll go ahead and copy that purchase order number. And we're going to go into the inbound side, and then we're going to go to the purchase receive. And then so my PO number is going to be that 100. And my item number is going to be my 7832. And size, let's just say this one's going to be small. And then my quantity is going to be 10. Okay? So what we're going to do is we're going to let that receive, and we're going to go in here and we're going to take a look at the work. So again, what I'm expecting at this point is that the item is going to show up in the pick 1 location when we take a look at that work. Okay? So let's go ahead and back over to the screen here, and let's go ahead and take a look at the work that was generated. So we're going to go back down to warehouse management, and then we're going to go into work, and then all work, And let's take a look at the work that was actually created there. Okay, so here's our work line that was created. And let's go ahead and click into that. And we'll see that this is going to pick 01, basically what we expected. Okay. So for the next example, or actually I should say before we move on, anything I receive off of that PO right now is going to go to that pick 1 location because it's all the same product number, and it's going to look for that product number first. Okay. So the next example, what we're going to do is we're going to emulate if that product wasn't defined, if that item product variant wasn't defined at the product level, or the fixed location for the product wasn't defined at the product level, and it was only defined at the variant, what would it do then? All right, so what I'm going to do is to kind of emulate that. If we go back to our location directive screen here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to move this rule up. So I'm going to take this product variant fixed location rule, move it up, and that'll sort of emulate the same thing. Okay. So if we go flip back over to our purchase order item receiving, let's go ahead and put in our same items, 7832. This time we'll do medium, and we're going to do quantity of 10, and we're going to go ahead and say OK. All right, so now we're going to take a look at the work on that one. So I'm going to close this out. I'm back in the work screen. I'm going to refresh. Now I've got a second work that was created. And let's go ahead and take a look at where that one went. So notice that one went to pick 3 because it's looking at the product variant first. Okay. So just as a reminder, let's go ahead and take a look at the fixed locations. That was a medium product that we received. If I go into the setup, warehouse, and then fixed locations, and I go to my product variants, I'll look for my medium, and then there's our pick 3 location, right? So know at this point, any product variant that I receive, it's going to look at the product variant fixed locations first. And then if there's no product variants fixed locations, it'll then flip over to the product and then come back to the product. Okay? So as you can see, it's pretty flexible. You can decide when you want to use a product variant fixed location versus a normal fixed location. So for example, you may want to, when you're setting up your warehouse, all of your product variants of the same number go into the same fixed location. So you'd set that up under the product, right? If you're going to have the product variants defined and you want those to go into different locations, you'll use the product variants and define those. Okay. So hopefully you found some value in this, found some use out of this video. Please give it a like or thumbs up if you did. Also, if I put out a video about once a week, so please subscribe. You'll get notified when I upload a new video. Okay. So until next time, thanks for watching. Bye.